Oh, it's kind of nice out here. Not too breezy. Got a little bit of ripple on the water. What's good, everybody? It's just your neighborhood angler, MoneyBass, out here about to do this thing we call Bass for Cash. Now, we've been live and in action for the past few weeks doing Battle of the Anglers, fishing with the Rod Benders Bass Club. We've done a little bit of Bass for Cash, but you guys know what Whipstick says. You guys don't want this money. Let's take a quick rundown of what we're going to be throwing today. Of course, you know, I keep my double up, my 2 6-shooters. We got a shaky head on one rod. Now this right here is going to be what you call a 7'1" medium heavy. When you see the bendation, you know what we're talking about. All right. This other one is a duplicate 7'1" medium powered rod. And this is my other shaky head. So we got 2 shaky heads on deck, guys. Don't know what color we'll need. We'll just have to see what that is whenever we get out there. And of course, you guys know it. Your partner MoneyBass figured out how to catch them with the minnow baits. So we're gonna throw this on a, let's see, what is this? Let's take a look. This is a 7-foot medium light. I want something with that little tip on there so I can shake that minnow, make that tail flap. See the way that tail flaps on there, guys? So yeah, we're gonna see if we can catch some on a minnow. But if that doesn't happen for us, we're gonna go shallow. We're gonna bang this crankbait right here off of some rocks. I know those fish are still gorging on those bait fish, so there we go. Got a nice little spro on there. So we're gonna hit that shallow. And then we're gonna try something a little different, guys. It's something like an A-rig, but it has 3 baits on there. So we're gonna let this kind of bump off of the bottom whenever we find some schools of fish or something like that. So that will be the game plan. Wanna give a big shout out to Dottie. I think today is a special day for us. So, you know, I had to come out here and represent. Wanna give a big birthday shout out to Dottie. I don't know if she's in the chat yet. I got to hop into the chat in just a second. But we only have 1 hour on the shot clock. You guys know what I always say. We're not out here for a long time, but we're out here for a good time. Or did I say it right? We're not out here for a long time, but we're out here for a good time. So we're going to get to it. We're going to run to a few places real quick. But first, before we do that, I'm going to get into the chat. And make sure you guys get active. If you see Dottie in the chat, make sure you wish her a happy birthday. We have somebody else out here on the lake. They're heading out to see how they're gonna make things happen. He said the fish are out here kind of. He said they're not shallow right now, but we'll see. We're gonna check shallow and deep. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hop right into. Let's see, MoneyBass fishing. So I'm gonna be watching live with you guys, so I can see what's going on in the chat and everything. Now remember, today we are running a full screen live. Turn the volume down on there so you guys see it. We're running full screen. So if you are somebody that has been to the channel and you're already a subscriber, you know the deal about Bass for Cash and all that good stuff. Make sure you go to the full screen version. There's also a vertical. We're running 2 live streams today, all right? I am mainly going to be in the full screen chat, all right? Because I can only, from this phone right here, I'll only be able to see one of the chats. So if you've been with the channel for a while, make sure you go to the full version, because that is where I'm going to be looking in the chat. And whenever we do Bass for Cash, unless AC says otherwise, we're going to be doing that from the full screen, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and roll out. If anybody sees Dottie in the chat, make sure you give her a big shout out and let her know to come over to the full screen, guys. All right. Man, the guy that just pulled off seems like he might know what he's doing. I should have followed him, right? All right, we're pulling up on the first spot, guys. Anybody that is just tuning in, make sure you guys hit the like button for me. Again, I want to give a big shout out to Dottie. If you guys see Dottie in the chat, make sure you wish her a happy birthday. And Dottie, guess what? Guess why I'm out here? I received a $3 cash app from Blaster and said, hey, don't forget, it's Dottie's special day. Are you going to go to the lake? And I was like, you know I got to do it. I'm glad you reminded me because, man, I was in the mix. My mind was off on a bunch of stuff. But, hey, I was like, let me get on out here and see what's going on with Dottie, see how our day is going. All right, guys, let's see what we're going to start off with. So hopefully we'll be able to get something to the boat pretty quick today because, like I said, we're not out here for a long time. We're just out here for a good time. All right, just give me a second to get set up, guys. Let me hop in the chat, see who we have in the chat. All right, shout out to Arrow. We got Spot Snatcher back in the chat. Says, good friend of mine, one co-angler, BFL, 14, said, okay, with 3 fish. Oh, my God. I think I may have heard about that. What's going on, Dottie? All right, we got the birthday girl in the chat. Andrew, the first one, wishing her a happy birthday. He said the weights were good in the BFL. All right, so let's see what we have. Let's see what we can find, guys. So word on the street is that these fish are starting to move shallow. Is that what you think, Spot Snatchers? What do you think? And then somebody said, nah, they're not shallow yet. The water's still too cold. So we're sitting at about 52 degrees where we're at. 52 degrees is where we're at. Man, I thought I heard some schooling fish. But I didn't. My mom was playing tricks on me. All right, so we have a little chop on the water today. It's the winds aren't bad. But we're gonna see if we can make it do what it do. All right, and again, guys, we're still testing things out. I'm running 2 live today simultaneously. So we're live on the vertical format. We're live on the full screen. Remember, if you are already a subscriber to the channel, you've been here before, make sure you go to the full screen, all right? Not the vertical version, but just go to the full screen because that's where I'm going to be at in the chat. So what we're doing, guys, your partner, shout out to the money team. They hooked your partner up. We got the Starlink going. So reception should be better. Always give me feedback. Always give me feedback. That is the thing that helps. Oh, no, not for the first cast. It didn't get me on the first cast, did it? It tricked me. But look, if I feel the tap, I got to peel it back. I had to do it. It's mandatory. It could have been a mouthpiece on the other end of that hook, but it wasn't. It wasn't. The boat was kind of moving. I felt a little tug. So I was like, hey, let me go ahead and peel it back. All right, so what's going on, Dottie? What do you have planned for your birthday? I'm pretty sure you celebrated this past weekend already, and you're planning on celebrating again this coming weekend. You know how you do. Dottie's like, I'm celebrating the whole month. Dottie is like, hey, this comes once a year. So I'm celebrating the whole month. Spot Snatcher says, I caught them Saturday in 10 foot or less. All right, so we're gonna stay out here for just a second. We're gonna listen to what Spot Snatcher says. Because all we have, I just need to get a few votes for Dottie, for the birthday girl, see if she can win one of these bass. If anybody is new to the channel and you're not aware of how Bass for Cash works, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel. It does not cost anything to participate in Bass for Cash. All right, I was feeling a little something. 10 feet or less. Spot Snatcher says he knows the routine. He says, steeper rock, all on shaky head, throw to the bank. All right, so you want me to go? So that was spot number 3 that I was gonna go to today and fish some rocks. So we'll go check that out too. That, I always have to go and check a brush pile, see if I can see some fish out here. Dottie says, trying to win some bass for cash. Okay, I see you, Dottie. I see what you're doing. All right, we're gonna make one more cast over here, and then we're gonna keep it moving. Because like I said, guys, we're not out here for a long time. We're just out here for a good time. Celebrating Dottie's birthday out here today. It's Blasted in the chat. I need everybody to shout out Blasted too, because he's the one who reminded me. Oh, and another thing. Remember, guys, we always got to support those that support us in the fishing community, all right? Want to give a big shout out to Ducket Fishing. You guys see some of these rods that I'm using when the bendation is sensational. That's what you see me with, all right? You guys can get 15% off. Just go to ducketfishing.com and make sure you always remember discount code MoneyBass. Anytime that I bring products to you guys or I find things that I think will be helpful, useful, or I'm able to offer discounts on products, I always put the link down in the description, all right? The link will always be down in the description. All right, let's see, guys. Let's see what we got. All right, I said one more cast on that spot, and guess what? We just did one more cast, and now we're out. We're about to. So the game plan is hopefully to catch something before we get to the rocks. But Spot Snatch is like, nah, partner, those fish are in 10 feet or less on the rocks. Stop wasting time and get to it. Yeah, we got to make some quick decisions today and keep things moving. All right, it's a little rough out here today, guys. It's just a little rough. Spot Snatcher says, now I was mid-lake. He says, not sure about the south. All right, okay. Just checking the chat real quick. All right, like I said, we got to get to it. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell, but the wind is trying to talk to me out here. It's like, what you doing out here, Money Bass? Don't you know today is our day? Today is my day. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got. All right. So yeah, we're kind of out here on the main lake, guys. And as you see, this kind of windy out here. Waves kind of pushing me around. Make 2 or 3 casts, and we're gonna keep on moving. Got to hit the road, Jack. I know you guys can hear that wind, right? All right. All right. So we have a nice overcast day going on today. All right. So Dottie, did you put your birthday plans in the chat? What are your birthday plans? And also, do you, do you celebrate your birthday for the entire month? Is that the way you do it? I think we might have to get out of here and kind of hide from this wind. We'll see. You guys see the wind coming? I mean, the water kicking over the front of the boat. We had 1 hour on the shot clock. I'm not sure how much of that time we have already used up. We've been out for about 20 minutes. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, man. Thought I felt the tappy tap. All right, let's make one more cast, and then we're going to keep on moving. We're going to get out of this wind. Well, don't they say the wind is your friend? The wind's trying to beat me up today, though. Let's see what else we got. Oh, what is that? What do we have here? Okay, I see something. I see you. I see you. Let's hop back into the chat real quick again, guys. Remember, we are running 2 lives simultaneously. Oh shoot, I forgot the boat deck was all wet. Shout out to Fishing for Dollars in the chat. Dottie says, in my younger days, yes I did, but not anymore. I'm too broke to do anything. Oh Lord. Dottie said, I need to win some cash for that bass. He says, hurry up and get something to the boat. Yeah, I'm not liking this wind, guys. It's not making it easy for me. Ease on out just a little bit more, just a little bit. Then we're gonna see what we can see out here, and we're gonna pack up and jet again. All right, it's a little choppy. I guess it's a little choppy, right? And I'm gonna hate the run. I'm gonna hate that run back to the ramp. I gotta try one more thing before I take off. Let me take a look. It's nice and breezy out here today. Like I said, water temp's 48 degrees. Say it ain't so. I thought the water temps had came up a little bit more than that. Oh, oh my goodness. Let's get out of here. You didn't see that, did you? Nobody saw that, did they? Say you didn't see it. All right. Let's go ahead and move again, guys. We're going to get out of this wind and go straight to some rocks. See, a spot snatcher called it. All right. Let's roll. So you know what? Don't want to do that, do you? Don't want to leave your phone on the front of the boat when you're running about 55, 60 down the lake in the wind and rough water. Shout out to Georgia Dogs. Georgia Dog said I saw it. Shout out to Phil. Phil was like, man, you need to get a bigger boat. All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. We're gonna ease up on these rocks. Shout out to the hunting and fishing guy. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, guys, we're back. We're back. Let me just check on a few things. You know, I try to stay active in the chat. Shout out to Pure Alaska. He said, did I just see him try to set a hook? Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Pure Alaska, you're not supposed to be saying stuff like that. All right, shout out to the spot snatcher. Let's see if I can snatch a spot. He said, I'm catching them in 10 foot or less on the rocks. But you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to catch them on 10 foot or less on the rocks, too. How about that? All right, let me see. All right, guys, drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I just want to make sure that I'm caught up. Let's set this playback speed a little bit. Make sure I'm caught up to where you guys are at. But drop a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me and see me okay. All right, appreciate that. Who was that to drop that 1 for me? Shout out to Dottie. Dottie was like, I dropped that 1. Dottie is active in the chat today. She's like, look, I want that bass for cash. Dottie said today ain't for play. She said she needs some birthday money. I'm gonna stick to this shaky head for just a few minutes. We've been rolling for 30. We have 30 more on the shot clock. We out here for a nice and smooth lunch hour. How about that? See if we can make it happen. I think we can make it happen, guys. Oh, I was about to peel it back. I was about to peel it back, guys. I'm seeing some roamers or something, but all right. So check it out, guys. These rocks kind of come down into the water too, so the water level's kind of low right now. But I'm just fishing these rocks. I can feel some grass up there. Let's just pop it out of that grass. The hunting and fishing guy says, hit him with the mouthpiece with a chatterbait. Oh yeah, I know they were wanting me to throw a chatterbait. So for you guys that were watching this past weekend, I was at Lake West Point, had a tournament with the Robbins Bass Club. If you guys wanted to see the action from that tournament, make sure you go to FishXLive.com. We had the live weigh-in. So if you guys want to see that, obviously, it's not live now, but you can go back and watch that. There is a part 1 and a part 2. Part 1 is the guys weighing in. Part 2 is the pretty much finishing up the weigh-in, and then the announcement of the winners. All right. So I'm trying to play it cool, trying to stick with the shaky head. Everybody says shaky head shallow right now. I gotta get a fish for Dottie. Dottie like, come on, MoneyBass, you could do it. You caught all those fish on Saturday. But Dottie, you didn't want that money on Saturday. What happened with that? I was catching them on Saturday for you, Dottie, but you didn't want that money. All right. Let's see. I see some fish out here in the distance. Let's see if they want a minnow. We're gonna hit them in the mouthpiece with a minnow. There they go. What is that? About 70 feet. About 70. Let's hit them with about 70 feet. Oh, I was right on them. Right on them about 70. Let's do a little bit of shaking action. Can you see it? Can you see it shaking? I guess these fish are kind of like y'all. Y'all don't want this money. These fish don't want this bait. Fish is like, we don't want that minnow. All right, let's see if we can hit him in the head with a shaky head again. Spot lock it. Let's take a look around. It's a decent day out here today. Not too windy. Well, not where I'm at, but out there on the main lake, it was kind of windy. Wind was picking up. Water's getting kind of choppy. The ride back is probably going to be a little rough. It is. I had to come out here and catch a fish for Dottie. Tom, shout out to Tom Mix. He says, how do you get over? Let me see. How do you get over to the right stream? So basically what you do, guys, is just go to YouTube, type MoneyBass Fishing, and then you should see both of the streams. And I am on the full view screen right now. The full view stream is pretty much what I'm reading the comments from. And that grass feels kind of thick. I don't think this is the... Oh, see some birds out there. That's where we need to go. We're gonna ease right over there. I will make one more cast over here, and then we're gonna ease on down that way. Hold tight, Dottie, just hold tight. We're figuring it out. Let's see if we can change something for you guys. Okay, is that view better? In the chat, I just changed it to a wider view. So let me know, do you guys like this wider view better? Give me a yes or a no in the chat. So on this rod right here, I tied a double uni knot. So when I'm casting, I can hear that knot hitting the guides in the rod, and I don't like it. But my Alberto knot that I've been using, it kind of let me down. Not on the hook set, but well, actually, yeah, it did let me down on the hook set when we were at Lake Altoona. If you guys watched the Battle of the Anglers, I had one. One was on there. When I went to set the hook, just right at the knot. Ugly sight. Bad feeling. And then on Lake West Point, I had one, but that one was kind of rubbing up against some rocks or something like that, and it broke at the knot. So I had to change it up after that because I was like, I don't feel good about it. I don't have confidence in my knot right now. So I don't know if my line is kind of old or what, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, so right now I'm still getting in the grass. Let's cast a little bit deeper because I want to try to get right on the edge of that grass line. So there's the bank right there. So I'm casting. Goodness, I don't know. What is that, about 50 feet off of the bank? Because that grass is kind of out in some deeper water. All right, what are you guys talking about in the chat? Frisco said you need to go at least 7 with Alberto. Yeah, I was doing 5, I believe. Frisco said, is that a new reel? No, sir. It's just a different one. See, let me show you something, Frisco. I double it up. You see that? I got twins. So this one right here, well, this one right here might be the squeaker. That one, and we'll see. We'll see which one is the squeaker. All right, so you hear that one right there? Nice and smooth, right? Or maybe it was the weather. Maybe it was the weather conditions or something. All right, let's see. Let's get one more cast over here. We'll just make a cast back out there again. And then we're gonna ease right out here. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's some loons. Isn't that what they're called? A loon? Got some loons out there swimming around. Man, why don't these fish want to act right? They know Daddy needs a birthday fish. And I'm looking at the time, and I do not think we have enough time to make it to where the area that I want it to go to. So we're gonna have to change the game plan. Let me look around and see what we can see. The water's down. We need some rocks. All right, I know where we'll go next. We're gonna run to some shoal markers, guys. Time is limited, so I can't really run around as much as I want to find where the fish are at. All right, let's move again. All right, I want to give a big shout out to Joe Winkler, Living Out Loud, the podcast. Oh, no, my God. You guys, look what I was about to do. I have a lanyard that I keep my phone on. And you know what I need to do, guys? Oh, shoot. Don't you hate it when your bag gets caught in the hook? All right, we'll worry about it later. Because time is ticking. I just got to keep my phone on my mind. Frisco said, do you ever find them? Spot Snatcher said, go hit some docks. See where's the current going. All right, we're going to go out here and check a hump. All right, let's see. All right, not really seeing anything out there, but let's just make one cast on it and see. Gotta check it. Gotta check it. We have about 15 minutes left on the shot clock, guys. Now, tomorrow we'll have a little more time, so I won't have to rush as much. But what I was saying earlier, guys, big shout out to Joe Winkler, Living Out Loud, the podcast. Big shout out to Blaster, Delta Bass, and I know I may be forgetting one or two, but appreciate everybody that tuned in on Saturday while I was fishing Lake West Point. Hopped in on the action, helped me celebrate my birthday. We were able to pull off a tournament win at Lake Lanier. Oh, let's see. What is that? Did I feel I thought I felt a tappy tap, guy. It was about to trick me. But Lake West Point, I was able to get 5 fish to the boat, but nothing with any significant size to it. But it was still a good day. Started off real foggy. It was a little chilly, but very foggy. So the blast off wasn't necessarily delayed, but I wasn't able to run the lake until maybe about, oh shoot. That's the other thing about tying these, I think that was a double uni knot on this one. I just get caught with the gag sometimes. All right, so we're gonna head on back here and spend some time. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really have enough time to run to the other area that I was planning on going. Oh my goodness, guys. I think I see something. We're about to find out. I'm gonna let the boat drift a little bit, then we're gonna spot lock on it. At about 40 feet out. Let's go ahead and hit spot lock on it. Fish this onto the boat. Make sure I keep it on the bottom. Sitting in 22 feet of water. Water temp 47.9 degrees. Uh-oh. I see him. Let's see if they want to come out and play. All right, yeah, put down. You know what I need, guys? I think what will seal the deal, we need a little stank on it. I think that's going to seal the deal for us, guys. All right, let's see if your partner's right. Is this going to make the difference? Just a little bit of stank on it. Boom, right where we need to be when we need to be there. Let me just double check. All right, let's see what you guys are talking about in the chat. Frisco said, "You sure about that?" Shout out to DL Peck Fishing. He says, "I need a new pack of worms." Fish for Dollar said, "How did Whipstick do?" Whipstick was fishing Lake Eufaula. He was fishing Lake Eufaula. I think he got third place, but he said it was tough. He said it was a tough one, but he got third place. Shout out to Whipstick. All right, let's make one more cast, and then we're going to head on all the way shallow to that shoal mark I just pointed you guys to. It's down toward that cove. Shout out to Texas Newt. He said he's on the wide screen. He said, "I can see everything." How are the lights looking, guys? Did you guys hit the like button for me? I'm out here. It's a little chilly, but I still had to come out here to give 1 hour of power celebration to Dottie. For anybody that does not know, today we're celebrating Dottie's birthday. She's in the chat. She was hoping for some cash for one of these bass. She like MoneyBass. You got to catch one first. Yeah, we're working on it, Dottie. We're working on it. All right, let's head down here to the shoal marker. Let's see if there's anything down there hanging out. All right, guys, listen. I've been thinking about switching over and trying out Garmin Live Scope. Who has Garmin? Who has Lowrance Active Target? And who has Humminbird Mega Live? And remember, I still have Mega Live version number 1. So I have version number 1. I didn't upgrade my units and all that stuff to get version number 2. But I'm thinking about, instead of doing that, trying something new for 2026. So who is running Garmin electronics, specifically Garmin Live Scope? The setup that I want a 10-inch screen. So for anybody who is running Garmin, what model, or I don't really know too much about Garmin, but what model is it? A 1026 what is it? 1026 LVS or something like that? What is the lingo for Garmin? What do I need to look for? And also, are there any good deals out there? Because these things will knock a hole in your pocket. Uh-oh, guys, we got 5 minutes left on the shot clock. Say it ain't so. 5 minutes left on the shot clock. All right, shout out to Joe Wink. He says LVS 34 is the transducer. And what screen? I want a 10-inch screen. Texas Snoop says I have Garmin LVS 32, want an upgrade to the 34. Why do you want to upgrade to the 34? Does it make that big of a difference? Texas Snoop said he hasn't seen any good deals. Dottie said, oh no. Frisco says Tackle Warehouse has, what is that, 10-inch? Oh, 10% vet discounts. Yeah, they got the discount, but 10% off $5,000 is still a lot of loot. So I don't know how much the units and stuff like that cost. I haven't even priced them or anything yet, guys. So whatever you guys can tell me in the chat is what I'm going to be going off of right now. So does anybody, so if I want to get a 34, a LSV 34, and a 10-inch screen to go with it, what model is that screen that I need to get? Is it called like a 1026 or something like that? And I'm looking in the chat so you guys can let me know. Texas Nuke says they're marketing better separation and better clarity. Somebody's talking about the LVS 62. Oh my God. DL Peck says sticking with the Mega Live 2. Oh yeah, DL Peck, you upgraded. Man, when I saw the price of the units and the new transducers and stuff, I was like, oh Lord. They trying to knock a hole all the way in my pocket. I already got all this other stuff. I was like, let me go ahead and try something a little different. Just to see what happens. All right, guys, we have 2 minutes left on the shot clock. We have 2 minutes left on the shot clock. I see a lot of new people tuning in. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, guys. We're out here on Lake Lanier, just having 1 hour of fun, celebrating Dottie. Dottie is in the chat. Today is her birthday, guys. We're just giving her some birthday fishing, not catching. We can guarantee some casting. Casting is guaranteed. Catching is optional. Yeah, we're looking, guys. I don't think we even saw any bait fish. So I've been rolling out here for about 58 minutes, guys. We have about 2 minutes left on the shot clock. Then I gotta Not burn rubber. What do you call it on the lake? Burn water? Get the water chopping? The rooster tail tailing? Yeah, so the areas that I've gone to so far, I'm been throwing the shaky head, hoping I can run up on a quick bite. Yeah, I keep pulling up this grass, so that is no good, no good. Pulling up snot grass. At least that's what I call it. You know, I don't know all the technical names and stuff like that. But snot grass is close enough. All right, guys, how much time do we have on the shot clock? Fisherman Dollar says 34. Let me get this out of the trolling motor before I have some additional problems. Fisherman Dollar says, yeah, I'm about to throw a rooster. I'm going to pick it up by the wings and throw it. Oh, my God, guys. Do you see the time? You know what it's time for? It's time for the official last cast. It's time for the official last cast. Now, do you think I can catch a fish on my last cast? We're about to find out. Let's see. Let's see if I can catch one on my last cast. We're going to milk it. We feed it a little slack in the line. We're going to milk it. Just take my time. Just slow little shake. Shake, shake, shake. Come on, little fishy. I know you're out there looking. I just need to borrow you for just a few minutes and show you the dotty real quick. All right, and once again, guys, make sure you check the links in the description. Also, Dottie, maybe you need some MoneyBass merch. Make sure you guys check the links in the description. You can support the channel by purchasing the merch. And of course, like I said before, anytime there's discounted products or any deals that I find for you guys, I put the links for those in the description also. Want to give a big shout out. Right now, you guys are eligible to get, what is that, a 15% discount? If any of you are looking for some new rods, I know they have some new releases and things like that coming out. Also, if you know any high schoolers, look at that. That's an extra cash right there, right? If you know any high schoolers that are looking to upgrade or increase their arsenal, tell them to check out the cloak series at ducketfishing.com. Make sure you use the discount code MoneyBass so that you can get that 15% discount site-wide at ducketfishing.com, all right? Well. Is this all she wrote? Oh, Battle of the Anglers, guys. We're getting things lined up for the next Battle of the Anglers. Right now, it's scheduled to take place on, what is this, March 22nd. It's going to be on a Sunday, March 22nd. All right, March 22nd on Lake Sinclair. So mark that on your calendars. All right, it is 1:34. All right, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna head back to the ramp and we're gonna fish one more spot before we head in. So we're gonna do a quick little bonus round, but it's gonna be quick because your partner gotta go. I'm trying to make it happen for you, Dottie. I'm extending the time. Dottie says, I appreciate the effort. All right. Yeah, everybody, shout out to Dottie. Today is Dottie's birthday. We're out here doing some birthday fishing. All right, we got one more spot. So we're gonna make a quick run all the way back to the ramp. So just hang in there, guys. Hang in there. You can check the speed right here if you want. All right, everybody. This is the grand finale. Let's see what time. What time is it? We'll put 5 minutes on the shot clock. 5 minutes on the shot clock, and that is all she wrote for the day. Bad cast. Wouldn't you know, the wind got me. Has anybody seen Blaster in the chat today? Or have I already been talking to him? My mind is in other places right now. But I gotta focus. Oh man. Come on, bud. All right, we drifted a little too much. Man, I hate to go over there and mess the spot up. Let's try a different angle. How about that? Looks like I'm gonna lose that one, guys. Yep, there it goes. I lost the battle. All right. All right, what time is it? We have enough time for 2 more casts. 2 more casts, and then that's all she wrote. Trying to make this cast last as long as I can because we only have one more cast after this one. So this is the squeaky reel. So this is the squeaky one. All right, let's check the chat one more time before we head on out. Spot Snatcher said, Frisco, shaky head is the most deadly bait on Lanier. Frisco said, apparently not. He hasn't caught anything. Frisco. Oh, man, Frisco. All right, let's see. Wait a minute. I lost track. Was this the last cast? Or did I have one more cast after this one? Well, when in doubt, cast again, right? All right, guys, this is the official last cast of Bass for Cash for today. We'll be back tomorrow. I have a little more time tomorrow, guys, but I had to rush. Shout out to Blaster. He slid right on in and hit me with a $3 cash app. He was like, hey, MoneyBass, today is Dottie's birthday. You got to get out there and celebrate it with her. Big shout out to Dottie. Everybody put Dottie in the chat. Go ahead and wish her a happy birthday as we close out with the last cast of the live stream. And again, guys, make sure you always check the links in the description. Anytime I'm able to get discounted products for you guys, I put that information in the description. The merch is available if you're interested in getting you some MoneyBass merch. I'll have the Bendation merch coming out too. You guys have been asking for that. So hopefully, might have that up for tomorrow. We shall see. Also, make sure you guys take advantage of this discount. If you're in the market for some new rods, make sure you check out ducketfishing.com. 15% off site wide. Just use the discount code MoneyBass at checkout, all right? I told you guys we were going to be out here for a good time, not a long time. We had a little bit of fun. All right, we hung up again. Too bad it's not in a fish's mouth, right? Oh, it looked like the lake has won today. Let's see if I can ease up over here and get this one loose. And what time is it? We right on time. All right, and remember, If any of you are interested in fishing the Battle of the Anglers, that is where you pick your state in your lake. It's all about who can bring in the biggest bass to represent their state. Spotted bass, largemouth, or what do you catch up there burning season? Smallmouthuses, all right? So if you're interested in participating in the Battle of the Anglers, that's going to be opening up for everybody too. So make sure you reach out to me at moneybass404@gmail.com if you're interested in participating with the Battle of the Anglers. A few of you have already reached out to me, so we're putting that in the works. All right, guys, we were out here for a good time, not a long time. Big shout out to Dottie. Happy birthday. Hope you enjoyed it. We will be back again tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll have a little bit more time. So I'll run to some areas where I think the fish are going to be a little more active, see what we can make happen, and see if you guys can make Whipstick eat his words, because he said y'all don't want this money. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next live stream.